When parents raise children, they give them the world. So it's only fair to ask, can the world give something back? Especially when those children move to Australia, settle down and live the Aussie dream with barbecues, beach days and backyard cricket. But what about mum and dad? Can they join the party? This story is your ultimate guide to understanding how parents of Australian citizens or permanent residents can apply for permanent residency themselves. We'll uncover the different visa pathways, the requirements, how many children need to live in Australia, the costs involved, and whether it's truly worth it. Whether you're a parent dreaming of a peaceful retirement in Australia or a child hoping to reunite the family down under, this one's for you. So, let's begin with the big question. Can parents get permanent residency in Australia? Yes, they absolutely can. And there's always a but in immigration, there are a few important things to understand. Which pathway fits best, how many kids must be living in Australia, and whether you're ready for the costs and wait times. Let's break it all down, simple, clear, no legal mumbo-jumbo. Pathway 1. Parent visa. This is the basic parent visa, the one many people look into first. It grants permanent residency, but comes with a big downside. Very long processing times. Think, waiting so long that your future grandchildren could apply before you get a result. Requirements. You must have a child who is an Australian citizen, permanent resident or eligible New Zealand citizen. You must meet the balance of family test. You must be outside Australia when applying and when the visa is granted. You need to be sponsored by your child. Cost. Around $4,990 Australian dollars for the main applicant. A bargain compared to others, but again, you'll wait years. Who is it for? Families who aren't in a rush and are okay with a slow and steady approach. Maybe you're still living comfortably overseas but thinking ahead. What's the balance of family test? This test is super important. It decides whether you're even eligible to apply for a parent visa. It means at least half of your children must be living permanently in Australia, or more of your children live in Australia than in any other country. Let's say you have 4 children. At least 2 must be living in Australia permanently. If you have 3 children, 2 in the UK and 1 in Australia, sorry, you don't qualify. But if it's 1 in Australia, 1 in Canada, 1 in India, then you pass. More in Australia than any other country. So no, having just 1 child in Australia is not enough unless you only have 1 child total. In that case, good news, you automatically pass. Pathway 2. Contributory parent visa. This is the fast-track version of the parent visa. It's still permanent residency but processed way quicker. So what's the catch? You guessed it, money. Requirements. Same as subclass 103. Must pass the balance of family test and be sponsored by your child. Must be outside Australia when applying and when granted. Cost. Brace yourself, this one costs around 48,000 Australian dollars per parent. Why is it called contributory? Because you're contributing a big chunk of money to help the Aussie healthcare system and social services. Think of it as buying a VIP ticket to the Australian dream. Who is it for? Parents who want faster PR and are financially ready to contribute. If you've sold your house overseas or planned your retirement savings smartly, this might work. Pathway 3. Contributory aged parent visa. Now we're talking about aged parents. That means you must be old enough to receive the age pension in Australia. That age changes slightly depending on birth year, but roughly around 67. Requirements. You must be in Australia at the time of application and grant. You must pass the balance of family test. Your child must sponsor you. You must meet health and character requirements. Cost. Roughly 48,000 Australian dollars, again, just like the other contributory version. Why is this popular? Because aged parents can stay in Australia on a bridging visa while the application is being processed. That means they can be with their children instead of waiting offshore. Pathway 4. Aged parent visa. This is the slow version of the aged parent visa. Still for elderly parents but much cheaper. Requirements. Must be in Australia when you apply. Meet the balance of family test. Be of pension age. Be sponsored by your child. Cost. Around 4,560 Australian dollars. Much lower than contributory visas. But again, comes with a super long wait. Important note. Applicants often remain in Australia on a bridging visa during the wait time, which allows them to stay lawfully while their visa is processed. Pathway 5. Temporary parent visa. Now here's something different. This visa does not lead to permanent residency, but allows parents to stay for 3 or 5 years at a time, up to a maximum of 10 years. Requirements. No balance of family test required. Your child must be an Australian citizen or permanent resident. You must apply from outside Australia. You need to show access to enough funds and maintain health insurance. Your child must be approved as a sponsor first before you apply. Cost. 3-year visa, around 5,600 Australian dollars. 5-year visa, around 11,500 Australian dollars. You can renew it once, but after 10 years, you must leave Australia for at least 90 days before applying again. Who is it for? Parents who want long-term visits without applying for full PR. It's useful while you wait for a parent visa or if you can't pass the balance of family test. So, which visa should you choose? Let's simplify. Want permanent residency, have time and low budget? Subclass 103 or 804. Want PR quickly and can afford it? Subclass 143 or 864. Want to just visit for a few years at a time? Subclass 870. What are the benefits of parent PR? Let's be real, PR in Australia is a big deal. Free or subsidized Medicare access. Medical care in Australia isn't cheap. PR gives you access to Medicare, saving you serious dollars on doctor visits, hospitals, and prescriptions. Access to social support. You may become eligible for age pension or other support once you meet residence requirements. Reunite with your family. No more 14-hour flights for a hug. You can finally spend quality time with grandkids, birthdays, graduations, and Sunday roasts. Peaceful retirement. Whether it's feeding cockatoos in the garden, strolling through the bush, or just enjoying Australia's laid-back lifestyle, this is a peaceful, clean, and beautiful place to grow older. But there are things to keep in mind. Let's not sugarcoat it. These visas aren't for everyone. The cost is high for contributory visas. The wait times are painful for non-contributory ones. You must meet strict criteria like the balance of family test. Health checks and financial support requirements apply. That's why planning ahead is essential. Talk to a migration agent if unsure. Don't rely on guesswork, WhatsApp forwards, or your cousin's friend who knows someone at immigration. A little laugh to end with. Let's be honest, every family has that one parent who just wants to move to Australia so they can control the thermostat, buy 3 pineapples for $1, and shout, "These avocados are cheaper than back home." But in reality, it's about love. It's about family and wanting to be close, not through screens and WhatsApp video calls, but in real life. If you're a child thinking of bringing your parents here, this video is your starting point. And if you're a parent, get ready to pack your sunscreen and slippers. Australia might be waiting for you.